I just thought maybe I'd give you a little bit of an off-the-cuff kind of update on what's been happening in the studio here. The entire floor in here flooded this winter, and it flash freezed every time. So like it just kept building and building and building, and then like I was out here chipping away, and it was just crazy. So that's why you've been seeing me shoot inside more often and out in the back, because the water was just pouring in here this year. So that's something we have to take into account right away. I don't know if you'll hear it, but there's a train that comes by here. Oh, there it is. It is crazy. Every few minutes this train comes by. There's 2 tracks right there. So I don't know how I'm gonna compete with this, but we're gonna have to do something about it because it is extremely annoying. I'm actually super stoked for a find that I found at Princess Auto. They had moving blankets on sale for $4.44 Canadian, which is pretty crazy. They're a lot like sound blankets, but not quite as thick. They were cheaper, so we're gonna actually put them up here on the ceiling to cover this plastic wrap, and hopefully that'll add a little bit of sound dampening and a little bit more insulation and kind of block out some of the bounce around the room. There's some weird things in this room. The previous owner, I think, might have had a grow up. There's fans, there's all kinds of things like leading through the back room. We're just gonna take those out. There's honestly no reason for them. Also, I think the previous owners bred snakes here. The back room has locks on the outside of the door. So we're gonna try and remove all that stuff and try and make it more homey back here, because the more comfortable I am, the more I shoot, and the more off the cuff stuff like this we can get done. So let me take you inside to see more of the stuff that we're working on. I'm working on by myself. Let's talk about this eyesore over here. I've been hiding this for a little while now behind these wheels, and it's pretty gross. I mean, so we're gonna swap that over for a black one. And while we do that, let's talk about the relationship of creators and their environments. I've been noticing a lot on YouTube and in my regular life that there's always a struggle, a back and forth between creator and environment. But while we do that, we're gonna take care of this. So I'm gonna go turn on the power. All right, there we go. So that's turned off. Yeah, let's move these out of the way here. You know, it's that saying that, like, you know, a creator is never done. It's, you know, an artist will always see something to continue with, and that's never perfect. And I think that's why why is this taking so hard to get out? Wow, this is almost impossible to get out. This is failing already. This is what I mean, like this really doesn't mean much, you know, like I could just cover this with something or just put a new board over it, but like here I am struggling to try and keep this thing alive that I've already painted, that is probably trash anyways, but we're gonna have to do some surgery here because I can't get this out. So, all right. I have a Dremel right here, but I'm gonna try and maybe just carve this out. Hey Rob, how'd you hurt yourself? Oh, you know, filming a YouTube video, doing a hack job. Look at this mess I'm making. I mean, I have a Dremel right here. Like, I literally have a Dremel right here, and I'm still not using it. But I don't know how I get myself to do these things like this, but we're in it now. It's the process and how you get there, and it doesn't matter like what route you take. Like when I'm finished this, I hope it looks good, but you might not even be able to tell that I've just dug away at this and stuff. But or you can tell, you might be able to tell for sure. You might actually be able to tell a lot. Like whatever. It doesn't matter what path you take to get there, as long as you don't electrocute yourself or cut any wires, Rob. Then yeah. You know, even the top creators that have already made it, like that are already up there and in the place that everybody's striving to be, they still have issues. They're still dealing with this kind of stuff, maybe on a bigger scale, but they're always struggling with their space and their environment that they're in, and it's really interesting to me. Oh, now I've done it. Might just have to use brute force for this. Success. Always double check. These things are the worst, these little pens, because when they go off in your pocket, when they're shutting off, they do a double beep, and usually that's when you have your hands inside there and it freaks you out. Oh, this one comes with a plate. I didn't even have to get one. What kind of things do you got going on with your studio? I mean, what kind of space are you in? What kind of things do you struggle with? Is there something that bothers you sometimes? You want to switch up, or something that you're really proud of that you've done, that you've changed, that really helped? I'd love to hear all the little simple tips. If you got one, just throw it in the comments. I mean, oh, goodbye. These things take time. So, a lot of these people, you see them just go, hey, here's my new YouTube space that I worked on. And it's all done. But no, it's not. It's hours and hours and hours of doing stuff like this behind the scenes. And I think that's one thing that's really missing in the scene. Nobody wants to show like the rough part of behind the scenes and stuff like that. But I think that's important for people to see, because it's real. Everybody struggles. Everybody. Even the top guys, they all struggle. Like, there's the beep. See, I told you the beep. It's terrifying when you got your hands in here and all of a sudden the thing goes beep, beep in your pocket. Underneath. All right, got this hideous thing off. One thing when doing electrical stuff is make sure that you usually use an electrician. This is my own house, so if I burn it down, I burn it down. I've done a bunch of these before, so outlets are pretty easy though. One could say that this is my creative outlet. All right, we're getting somewhere. I think that we are looking pretty good. Ha ha ha. There we go. That's not bad. That looks a bit better. I'll have to touch it up about here. Look at that. That is way better than this thing. So there you go. It's all about the process. That's only took me 30 minutes. I enjoy this process. I enjoy doing all this work and having you come along for the ride, because it's nice to have something to show for it, something to look back on, and I can see what the progress I've made. Just looking from last year alone, like, I've taken some big steps in here, so it feels good to see that, to have like an actual physical thing that I can go back to and look upon. So I don't know, I hope you're enjoying following along. So yeah, that's not too bad. I scraped the hell out of it. All right, I'm done. Anyways, how you liking this style? It's a little bit more informal, not scripted. I usually over stress my videos and I think about every little detail. So this is kind of like pulling teeth for me right now. So let me know how it works. And future Rob, I'm sorry for the editing. I'm sorry, dude. Sorry.